If my daughter comes home and she was dating me, or who I was at 15, I'd be like, okay. This kid's got some confidence. He's got the gift of gab too. He's looking me in the eye. He's shaking my hand, give firm handshake. Yes, sirs, no, sirs. He even brought you home on time and all that stuff. Okay. All right. He's got his ducks in a row. I like that he's putting out that
But he's
effort.
got a gleam.
But he's also, he does have a gleam. You know what? I don't think this is a guy that's looking to lock down and get married right now.
Mm-hmm.
So just know that this guy's bouncing around and enjoy your time with him, but I wouldn't lock in totally with him right now. Maybe I would enjoy your time with him, but he's floating. He's floating.
How did you deal with that? Because I always say most men are just...
Until I wasn't, too. Until I was completely wrong. Until, boom, I fell in love and and got my heart broke, which happened many times.
Before your wife?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, I've had my heart broken as many or more times than I think I've broken hearts. I had an early one. I love you were words you didn't say. I'd said to 4 people in my life. And this girl, we'd been dating for quite a while, and that came out of
How old are you?
mouth. I am 17.
Okay.
16, I'm sorry. 16. She's 18. And those words came out of her mouth to me one night, and what went over my body was completely wow. A week later, in response, I write her a note and hand it to her when I was dropping her off. She broke it with me the next day.
When you requited it?
Yep.
Lesson
I've had
learned?
a couple of those. Well, geez, I hope not lesson learned, but I probably have some of that the residual scars of that in me that I'm still probably shaking. I've had this one too. You ever overgifted?
I'd probably go on.
Okay. Another girlfriend, I go off in sophomore year, go off to Spain on the field trip to Madrid and I find this beautiful Yardrow and I get this great little trinket of crystal. Oh, it's perfect. She'll love that. But I've still got 2 weeks. I see a couple more things that inspire me. They go, oh, she'll love that. And she'll love that. And I wrapped them up all separately, 3 different gifts. And I came back. And one of those gifts were plenty.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to hang on to the other 2 for later, which would have been the smart thing to do in hindsight.
Yeah.
I gave all 3. It was too much. Next day, it broke up. It was too much. It was another version of the I love you. Not as probably sinister, because the I love you, as soon as I said it, it was almost like that gave that person a validation of, oh, got you, bye.
So you felt like, because I always say, like, most men are not attractive to women. Women are they have very high standards for the most part. You're very, very attracted to women. Did you have to kind of keep that in mind? Like, most guys are just trying to get laid, right?
Right.
You're I would assume it was a lot of incoming business, as we would say. You're getting a lot of offers more than was
I'm
it.
not getting a lot of offers, but I'm working. I'm chasing girls. I mean, that was, as long as I made my grades. Other than that, it was party and chase girls.
But I'm talking about as an adult. I'm talking about capital M, capital.
Well,
McConaughey.
probably until 25.
Until the age of 25,
something happened at 25 where I wasn't okay with drop you off of the date. Now I'm going to go pick up. I'm going to the other side of town. I wasn't, even if they didn't know and I could get away with it, I was becoming uncomfortable with the dishonesty of it. So it just kind of didn't work for me.
Got it.
Now, I had times after 25 where I was dating 3 different girls, but I was like very open about that to each one. And, that's where I am. Or if uncool, please let me know. But as far as someone that I was dating and serious with, I became really wanted to be a one woman guy.
Like that was your goal.
Yeah, it's just where I was. It wasn't a goal. It's just what I found myself interested in.
And you had long-term girlfriends, and and how were you being a boyfriend?
I think I was a good boyfriend. Those relationships, I still respect those women very much, and I believe I'm still respected by them. Had some wonderful relationships with some wonderful women that we, with all sincerity, went quite far into getting to know each other and who we were. And, then there comes a time where you got to go, the next move is like, You want to do this? And that's another time to go, well, let's reassess where we are. What I need, what you need, what I want, what you want, what I am to you, what you are to me. And for whatever reasons, and those relationships didn't go further than that. But they went in, I use this term owners and renters mentality.
Yeah, it's funny because I wonder if women you've dated have heard you use the term owners. He was like, some is owning and renting, right?
I was going into I've had quite a few wonderful relationships where I was in for the ownership. Like, hey, this seems to have the promise and might have the possibility, and I really would hope that this could work out forever.
Yeah.
And got to a point where, no, it didn't, but we wouldn't have known if we wouldn't have both believed that, man, this could be that.
May I ask, what kept you from, like, getting married to Camilla? Like, what kept me?
Yeah.
Because you were together, you had kids.
Well, I got kids, and I don't know, do you know the story about Levi, what he asked me?
Yeah, it's in the book. But
which is cool. So things are going great with Camilla and I dating.
One kid?
At this point.
Yeah.
Things were going wonderful. Now, we always laugh about, hey, does it have anything to do subconsciously with the fact that her parents were married twice and divorced 3 times, and my parents were divorced twice and married 3 times? Does we have anything subconsciously that's saying, like, I don't know about this marriage thing?
To each other. His parents were married and divorced multiple times to each other.
And hers as well. But they ended in divorce. Same thing.
Got it. Okay.
3 divorces, 2 marriages. So things were going great while we were dating. They really were. We were still growing and maturing in our relationship. Had a bit of pushback against this. Whatever it is, if I do it, I don't want it to be because, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Sign the thing. Legally, I don't want to get academic on the fucking reason we're going to get married. I want to play offense and want to do it. But I didn't. We were like, man, things are going great. She came across and, what was it? What was the first move that she made? She did something that my mom did, which was similar to, like, she handed my dad the invitation to his wedding and said,
your mom handed the...
Yeah, and said, either let me know if you're going to be there or not. You got 12 hours.
To our wedding, basically. Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd been a knee and proposed. And she said yes, and that was on Christmas Day. But then we were just engaged, and engagement was another step forward of closeness. But it was like I wasn't setting a date.
And she was pregnant.
She gets pregnant along here now with Livingston, our 3rd. And so now, I remember saying, she handed me the invitation to our wedding. It was like, when you? And I was like, oh, great. And she always jokes with me, like, you were like, great. I said, I was. I just needed to, I'm glad you threw the date out there because I was just rolling along. Oh, yeah, we'll do it over here. We'll do it over there. And she gave the date. I said yes. And she was also like, look, and I'm pregnant. And ain't no way I'm dressing up in my wedding gown and with any kind of bump down here on my belly. So we're gonna do this. And I'm glad she did. She pushed me to it. I wanted to do it, but just had not set a date before. My son, though, what led me to asking her to marry me was he comes into me one day, again, around that same age when he was like, I like the black car of the small plane better than the yellow one of the big one. Mm-hmm. Comes and he goes, why is it Mama McConaughey?
You're like, this motherfucker.
That's exactly what I was like. Well, I mean.
Square ass motherfucker.
While I'm bumbling through this answer that I want to be really good because I'm probably going to remember it, he goes, are you scared? And I went, yeah, I am a little bit. And that really got me thinking. I started to have talks with different husbands and men and elders that I looked up to who had long marriages. I started to have a talk with my pastor, Dave Haney, in Austin, Texas at Riverbend Church. And he began to challenge me with going like, oh, hey, I'm not going to say yay or nay, but let me ask you this. What's the bigger risk? To continue, which is going great, or to say, no, I want to take a dive deeper and go on an adventure and make a covenant between us and God and go forward on that adventure. And that scared me in the right way, where I was like, oh, if you don't get married to this woman, because there was no question if she was the woman for me in my mind and in my heart. There's no one else I wanted to be with, no one else I wanted to have children with,
totally
no one else I wanted to wake
her.
up with. All of that stuff completely added up. There was no reticence anywhere there. But that challenge, and then going, that's it. You're being a bit of a chicken shit, McConaughey. This is the woman. Yes, this is who do it. Take the next step. And I asked her to marry me, and things. She said yes, and then we went on. She set the date. We got married, and that's been 13 years, and we've known each other for 19.
Hey, did you like that? Did you like that? Yeah, did you like it though? You want more? Don't want to work? Would rather watch videos of me grab-assing with people? First of all, go up here to subscribe, and then go up here to watch more clips. This is like when the weatherman says that there's a high pressure system coming in. I'm not really used to the green screen.